Thanks for joining me again on Frontier for episode 17 with me, MrSealyp. Hello there! We're still here. We're still on Frontier, and a few people have been asking if you're watching this Let's Play further down the line and you're just watching one after the other, you won't have had a gap. But if you're watching as I'm recording and putting them up, there's been a gap. Last week was a bit mad with one thing and another, and the Court Farm series that started off the back of a text message and a phone call that I was not expecting, completely out of the blue. It's been a little while. Where were we? We're here on the Authority farm, quid pro quo. Remember, we're doing a few jobs to get a few things. The ability to use bits of equipment, the ability to be able to cut the grass verges for animal feed and that kind of stuff. So we're helping them out at the farm here, doing a few jobs for them. That way we can borrow bits of equipment and then we can also get access to land. That was the deal. The field, if you remember from the last episode, we had a few issues. It turned out, I think since the update, certain fields that haven't had any work done to them need to be ploughed first before you can do anything with them, or cultivated, or something has to be done like that. Some change of the ground. Just putting lime down or something like that doesn't seem to work, or fertiliser. You've got to actually turn the soil. I have on my own farm taken on a couple of baling contracts, which I might show a little bit of in another episode. But what are we doing today? I've got a lot to do. We need to roll that field, get that done, so that's on the roller. I need to deliver this stuff to the farmers market for them, and we need to replenish this. The authority has purchased seed and fertiliser. That is sitting over at the store, so we're going to whiz over. I'm going to unload the Bramer first, deliver their stuff for them. Then that'll go on their account. I'm on their account, not on mine. Then we'll whiz over and get the seed and fertiliser, we'll get the rolling done, then we're over to our farm. Our farm is going to require, we're going to be putting in chicken pen today, we're going to be putting in the sheep pen. I'm going to try if I can, it's not going to work, but there are some stray sheep wandering. So I'm hoping if we put in another sheep pen, I think they're coming out of, is it Ravenwood Farm? I'm trying to think. I think they're coming out of Ravenwood. If we can give them an alternative home, and maybe they'll stop wandering. I have been asked about Jeremy. Jeremy is on sabbatical. Jeremy is has been fostered by Heavy Metal Gaming for the time being. He asked and said, you know, how's he doing? He was on Edgewater, and I say left him there, leave him there, but so he's been fostered by Heavy Metal Gaming for the time being. He won't be making an appearance here, and he won't be making an appearance on Court Farm. I have been forbidden by Caleb Cooper to do sheep because he does not like sheep at all. Having done them on Clarkson's farm, they don't like it. So anyway, enough about that. So yeah, we're going to be doing sheep on here, which is great. So sheep and chickens, we'll get them going. Like I say, we've got some grass we're going to need to cut. Farmers Market is the next one along, and I will stop for a second because of the music, and I'll see you when we're unloading. There we go. As long as it's less than 15 seconds, I believe, that's what I've been told, we're good to go. The carrots take a while on here, so we'll get these off. As you can see, top right, the authorities' money's going up. We're selling watermelon, carrots and cabbage. It's all very nice. Didn't they do the rhythm of the night? Wasn't that cabbage? Or it might have been debage. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling very well today either. It's been just, I don't know whether it's a cold or worse. The old dreaded lurgy is doing the rounds again, getting quite prolific. And because my kids all came home on Saturday, and which was nice. Haven't been together for a little while, and it was nice when they all come back and we all sat around and chatted, and it was nice. It was kind of a party atmosphere, which I enjoyed. But one of my twins isn't feeling very well now. MrSealyp and myself woke up this morning. My throat feels really scratchy, and I feel like I've been hit by a train. Not good, but hey, still got to work, which I'm doing. We're straight through to the store. The authority have organised for the stuff. I think it's already there on. Am I being followed? Sounds ever so loud. turn around and find there's a helicopter hovering right behind me. Yeah, I think the wheel loader at the store has got it good to go. We just got to drive up, they'll load up and we can bring it back. So we'll replenish the greenhouse and then we can carry on. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, he didn't. Okay, that's... Why stop? And then, you know... Typical, isn't it? Typical. So yeah, I said I've taken a couple of baling contracts. I've borrowed the equipment for one of the baling contracts. It's an interesting one, actually. This happens quite a lot. You've got this. This baling contract is to do silage bales. So we've got a baler wrapper. We've got this, which is nice. I don't know, rather than legal things. And we've got this. So this can swath or windrow. But as part of the equipment, we've got this and a windrower, which is weird. We haven't got to TED anything, we're just making silage bales, so that will mow and windrow, that will bale and wrap, and then that will collect. So I'm not sure why we got that with it as well, but anyway, we have, it's there, but we won't need to use it. There we go, so everything prepped, ready to roll, straps off. It's one of those funny things, it still makes me smile, like I say, because I'm doing the court farm stuff, and what I've been enjoying the court farms thing is trying to do things, or learning to do things, and learning how things are done more realistically. It's stuff like, and I know, I think PC have got it now, haven't they, the manual attach for your 3-point and that kind of stuff, that we just back up, click, bomb, on it goes, but it's that thing of attaching your 3-point, attaching all your spool valves, getting all your hydraulic lines run, when you're doing your tension straps, throwing tension straps over, putting them through the clips, ratcheting things down, that you just press a button from in-cab, boom, ratchet straps, you know, or you do them individually here, but it's the time taken to do all of those jobs. You know, I know people say, oh, you know, the thing about it is you're doing such and such a job, in real life that would take X amount of time, and it absolutely would, it would take X amount of time, because when you add in all of that, attaching, detaching, straps on, straps off, you know, doing the straps along an entire load might take you half an hour, or it might even take even longer, I don't know. Whereas in games like click, press the button, boom, done, you know. I'm not saying that we should, you know, it would be a cool feature to have, wouldn't it? Not that you'd have to throw the straps over, but you kind of click it and you get a bit of a ratcheting sound or something, so it takes a little bit of time, you know. But then I guess we're back into that thing of, do you go ultra realistic, or for some people, like I said before, if you're coming on here and you just want to get on and play, you just want to have a bit of fun, I just want to do a bit of farming kind of thing, if every time you're trying to do a ratchet strap it's doing the click 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 click, you think, you know what, I just want to strap this up, I don't want to be mucking around doing this. I kind of understand that. I suppose it's finding that sweet spot, isn't it, that balance, where you've got options for certain things that can be turned on or off, so you can say, okay, we will do this, we won't do that, this is able to turn on and off, but then you get to a point, there are so many options you could have, the menus would be ludicrous, I guess, I don't know, but I suppose you get some games where they are, you go down the options menus, no dog, what are you doing? Actually, do we feed the dog? No, not that. I'm sure it's L3, isn't it? I'm on their farm. Oh, we got this nonsense again. Oh, hang on. We were there. There we go. Hang on. Just above it. Marley. There you go, Marley. Get Marley out of the way. Feed the dog. Feed the hund. What was I saying? It's okay. It's just delirious ramblings. I hope it don't get any worse since those severe bouts of the dreaded C word that we had all that time ago. Not that C word, all the other C word, but the other one, yeah. The other one. Oh, hang on, we were there. Just need to get that to turn over that way so we avoid the pallets. Is that all it took? That can't be all it took, surely not. Show production they've got, isn't it? Oh, they've got that. Oh yeah, it's full. All of that. Well, they've got plenty of spare anyway then, I suppose. We'll put their spare away. And then we shall roll. Okay. Well, we're getting all this stuff done. What time is it? 9:32. I'm just trying to think. It's for me as well. It's been a little while, and I'm just trying to think of. I did my daily jobs, didn't I? I did my ore delivery. I'm sure I did. I've said this before. It's something actually I hadn't really noticed or thought about. You know, but a lot of people said, "Oh, you know, you used to run 2 Let's Plays together." I know doing Ballyspring is proving trickier. MrSealyp went through a period of with work where she's very efficient at what she does. She's very good at what she does, and she's been doing it for a very long time. And she works. I don't want to cast nasturtions. Don't want to cast aspersions, but in one of those industries where, because she works in the pensions industry, pensions consultancy and stuff like that, and it's one of those industries where, like with solicitors and people like that, they charge a lot of money, and to justify charging a lot of money, I find, I mean, this is probably a lot of this is my own opinion. So when it's like, well, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, it's going to take X amount of weeks. You know, a lot of companies have this. They have a thing where they have, what's it called? Like, not terms of service, but if they're providing a service for other people, or they might have a subsidiary company that does the admin and stuff and they have a turnaround. So when you contact the company, you might write to them, you might email them, you might be on the phone to them. They'll have a certain amount of turnaround, so a certain amount of days they've got to work on that thing, get it turned around and get it sent back to you, and they will give themselves a bit of leeway. So if they're busy, if they've got a lot of work on, you know, it might be a 2-week turnaround, could be a 3-week turnaround, could be a 10-day turnaround, or 2 days, you know. I always get the impression they make things last a lot longer to justify what they're charging you. So it's that thing of, well, it's going to take us 2 weeks. It's a job that will take them 2 hours. If they sat down and just did it, a couple of hours work, but they can't charge you £700 for it if it takes 2 hours, you know. So she's always been very much one of those people that just gets on with it, you know. And she'll get a job done in a few hours, and it's done. Move on to the next one. So she bam, 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 bam. She plows through her work, gets it all done, and then she'll get to the point she runs out of work. So I'll be like, okay, well, you know, she'll then start pestering the people around her for work that needs to be sent to her so she can get on with it. And she went through a bit of a phase where she was right up behind everything. She was, you know, on top of everything she was doing. So every now and again we'd have, you know, a lunch time or a lunch break where she'd say, look, we'll record a video, you know, we'll do a Ballyspring episode. And she kept speaking to her boss saying, look, I need more work, you know, I need more responsibility, I need more to do, you know, which must be a lovely position to be in, where you're not snowed under all the time. And her boss was like, okay, you know, we'll look around, we'll sort some stuff out. I think she's been out trying to get more business in and that kind of stuff. And hence she was away for an entire week. She had a whole load of stuff she was doing. She's a lot busier. So trying to pin her down for an hour or two to sit and record now. We have talked about potentially doing it in the evenings and stuff like that. But it's that thing as well where she's been at work all day working, especially if she's been in London at work. I might have been at my desk since 7 in the morning, and I've done a Let's Play, I've done prep work, I've done, you know, the mods drop, I do the prep for the mod review, do the mod review, and it might be 8 o'clock in the evening. So I've already been sat at my desk at 11 hours, you know, and then it's like, okay, we could do another couple of hours now, or we can have an evening where we can sit together, we can have dinner, we can chat, we can, you know, watch a bit of telly, catch up, you know. I don't know. It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's no different to any other work-life balance for anybody. Just because I work at home, just because I do this, it's very easy to say, Well, it doesn't matter, does it? You're just playing a game. So what does it matter if you play an extra 3 or 4 hours? And it is, you know, I do get that. I totally understand that. And when you're playing, you know, certain games, we've all done it, where you go down the rabbit hole. You know, I've done it with various different games in the past. You know, and you find yourself sitting playing for hours. I said this before. The VR, oh, the hours I would lose playing VR. And if you're just gaming for yourself, you know, and if you've got a spare few hours, or you know, you wake up in the morning on the weekend and nobody's about, no one's up yet, or you live on your own or whatever, and you think it doesn't matter if I sit and play for 12 hours straight, it really doesn't matter. But you do have to draw a line at some point and say to yourself, okay, I need to step away from a desk. I've got to, you know. You start to get eye strain, you start to get headaches, you know, you think to yourself, I've got to go up and walk about, I just need to, you know. It's just striking that balance, isn't it? So that's, again, that's a long-winded way of saying, you know, Bally Spring episodes will be coming. They're going to be a bit more intermittent. We're trying to find time to fit them in, to do them. And that was all off the back of me saying about doing 2 Let's Plays. People are asking me about, you know, do you remember when you used to do 2 Let's Plays regularly? And I would sort of do them every other day. The weird thing I'm finding now, and I never remember it happening before, or whether it did, I just didn't really think about it or didn't notice, or I'm not too sure, is that when you're doing jobs, you know, that are similar, or indeed exactly the same, sometimes you get that weird situation where both Let's Plays coincide at the same time, where you'll do one episode on one, and the episode on the next one you're doing almost an identical job. It's a difficult one to, that's the same thing, it's a difficult one to balance, because then you think, do people want to watch me doing this again, because I've already done this on the other one, you know, where do you find that balance? Anyway, I'll probably end up cutting most of this out, it depends what we get with editing. I'll find, oh yeah, I waffled a lot then, didn't I, so I'll cut that out. But anyway, I will finish off doing the rolling here. We'll get over to our farm, and I've got some thanks. Thank you to Gaz, thank you to Farmer Manu, and thank you to Matthias. And there are other people that commented, but those 3 were kind of Johnny on the spot with it, and thank you very much. It's a weird thing. It was. You'll see when we go to the farm. When I said, oh, it's probably because I'm on multiplayer, and it is because I'm on multiplayer, but not for the reason I thought. It's one of those peculiarities. But again, I know I'm being cryptic, but you'll see in a minute once I've got this done. I'll see you over at the farm. Right, we're heading back towards the farm. Rolling's done, we need to make a stop here. This is where the first of the pens is going in. Sheep pen is going in here, and I said we're going to do milk, sheep's milk. An Omatana pen, I can't remember where I was going to put it now. I think over in this top corner here, to leave as much grass open as possible, I think, potentially to cut. Bear with me a second, we'll get that one put in. Actually, I'll show you. We're going to build mode. Animals, sheeps. Ah, here we go. So we've got small sheep pasture without fences, that's wool. Then you've got the milk one, small. Then we're on to mediums. That's small, medium milk. I think I'm going to go for... Can we go large? Can we go like the super size? 200. Oh yeah, we can. Do I want 200? Mind you, if they reproduce, it's probably not a bad idea, is it? How are we looking at the back? We're hitting the wall at pretty much the same time. I mean, I could do it like that, so it kind of goes into just into the wall just a little bit, so it looks like we've gone right up against it. Just whether we're going to lose any sheep against the back there. 12,519. For 200 sheep, milk pasture. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, that went a bit... Oh, it wasn't as flat as I thought. It looked like it was flat. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. How weird. Oh, that's alright. Well, anyway, we're going to put them in. So that's our sheep pasture in. We'll do a bit of a track coming out to the road. As you know, it gets a little bit funny when we get towards the road. Or maybe I'll just leave it like that. Now, the reason for the sheep pasture, well, apart from the fact we're going to do sheep milk, is... oh, actually, that clipped through. I didn't even notice that. I shouldn't have done that. interesting bit of joinery there. We've managed to chop a few bits out, managed to get that to go through. Interlocking it. Anyway, I'll turn that back off again. And the reason for it, one of the reasons for it, is the strays. I don't know if anyone's encountered these. I know a few people have messaged me, but you may or may not have encountered these. And it's a weird one, like I say. Got the farm here. Oh, River Rock, Ravenwood Settlement. So River Rock Estate is here. And there are sheep, well there's sheep, there were sheep. Anyway, wandering around, but there's no cattle grid or anything like that. So if you drive out here, I don't think you're going to find any. They're normally out along here. And you watch there not be any here. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, there's normally 2 or 3 sheep out here along this track, just wandering around. 2 or 3 times I've come along here and I thought, well, if we put another pen in, maybe we can entice them in. And it's typical, isn't it? Come up here now and they're not here. I've driven on the road down there and encountered one, so they obviously just wander. Yeah, can't see any. I'm not making it up, I'm not dreaming it. Honestly, it's real. At this point, it is real, isn't it? I think it's real. Yeah, people have messaged me. Or did I dream it? Oh, I don't know anymore. I don't know. My brain hurts. Okay. Dearie me. I always drive past their thing. Are they talking about me? It only seems to when I drive past, you hear them. So, like I said, Gaz, Farmer Manu and Matthias. So here's the thing. When you play on this game, on any farm you're on, to place stuff, to demolish stuff, to whatever you're going to do, you need to own the land, right? That we know that you need to own the land. So I own this farm. Let's go. Let's go to the map. Let's go. Like so. So click on this. See all this? Look, I own that. You can see that, can't you? That's my farm. And I showed this in the other episode, and I went into here and I went to demolish, and I said, look, it's not working, people. I can't demolish any of the fences. I can't get anything out. And then people messaged me and said, "Oh no, you need to be on the authorities one because that was the first farm you set up. If you go into your options thing, because that was the first farm there, you need to be on that to demolish the fences." Now, this is what I was saying. It's a multiplayer thing. I thought I just couldn't demolish them because I was a multiplayer, just generally. But apparently, even though I own the land, I need to be on the authorities account. And if I'm on the authorities account, I can take those fences out. So, let's switch over to the authority. Thank you, guys. Honestly. Oh, dearie me. And it's another one of those things I thought, I didn't think to try it, because I thought, well, of course it won't be that, will it? Because I own the land. Surely that's not a thing. Apparently, it's a thing. Come on. Trees. There we go. So, fences out. I'm going to take that one out, I think, but the rest can stay. I don't need those removed for any reason. I suppose if I was going to cut the grass down there, those around that tree make no difference. I'm not going to put anything there. This around here can all stay. That's all good. That's got a gateway in it anyway, so it doesn't make any difference going through to our bridge across. And that's it for the time being with regard to fences. Oh, that was another thing. Did I almost had a panic then. Did I Oh, I haven't. I suddenly thought, you know what? Oh, another one. As I woke up in the night thinking about things I need to do the following day. I thought, did I exercise the horses? Oh, honestly, that's the sort of thing that wakes me up. I haven't. I must remember to do that before we finish. Anyway, right, this bit is now clear. This bit's clear because I'm going to put chickens in. So chickens and sheep. And I said it'd be nice to have somewhere on the farm to put chickens in. I was going to put them up where the sheep are. We've just done the sheep pen, but I'd rather have them here at the farm. So I've got a small chicken pen I'm going to put in. And it's this one here. It's only £5 does 100 chickens. And it should fit on here absolutely perfectly. And again, if I can line that up with the side of the shed like that, it's only a fraction more expensive. Can I get that a little bit cheaper? No, it's more expensive. Don't want to pay more. Let's go there. So right up against there. Fence has kind of followed the contour. It doesn't take a plot of room for 100. Because I could take that fence out, it's worked. We'll get our rooster in. And I'm going to get 49. So when they reproduce, it'll fill it up. I mean, I could fill it up straight away if I wanted to, but... oh, we'll go with that. Doesn't matter if we've still got one rooster, does it? And... 2,695. Can't odds that. Yeah, boy. We've got chickens. Do I need to do a bit of landscaping here? Does that look like it's got a bit of a lump in it? Build mode. Landscaping. Sculpting and soften. Can we soften that down a little bit? We can. That's good. It's as close in as I can get that. Just take that little bump off a little bit. That's better. Fantastic. Right, so I've got to feed them now. I'm going to get a trailer to bring sheep. We're going to go to the livestock market to get them. I could just pay to have them put in, but we'll go and get them. What I need now is... we're going to have, I think we're almost at a point where we're going to get a load more harvest contracts pop up. And don't worry, we are going to get onto prepping our field. Like I said, I've got to do their field first. And we've harvested our sorghum. So I'm going to need to do all that, but we haven't got any equipment. So I'm going to need to buy a cultivator or plough, or if I'm going to direct drill, whatever I'm going to do. I think I said, didn't I say the fields needed ploughing? I'm sure I said they needed ploughing. Where are we? 21. Oh no, these didn't, did they? Didn't need ploughing or lime. No, we're good. Okay. So I could, if I got a direct drill, I could just direct drill straight into that. Might fertilise first. Do we need to do any maintenance repair on this? Doesn't really need a jet wash either. Oh, I know. I don't have a header trailer, do I? Because I bought the header over. Where am I? Oh, that's what I was going to do. That's why I left this here. I thought, I haven't got a header trailer, and I was working out where I could put this. There's an overhang here, quite a big overhang, and it's actually long enough from there to put the header under. But I need to move these bales. I'm going to move these bales, I'm going to put the bales over this side, and then I'm going to put the header under the overhang. But I need to do that at some point, so I'll get to that. Where's my trailer? Like I say, it's been a while. Where's my trailer? So, oat, sorghum. Chickens shouldn't need a huge amount. Watch them take all of this. Oh, you're joking me. Come on, seriously? Blimey, they are going to use a lot. Okay. That's more than I wanted to give them. That's alright. At the end of the day, if, like I said, if I have to go and buy some chicken feed, I'll go and buy some chicken feed. So that entire sorghum field is to feed the chickens. But we're going to get eggs, so it's not. It wasn't a big field anyway. It's never going to be a massive harvest. And this is more, we're subsistence farming. I've got other revenue streams, other incomes that are going to bring me money in. But for this, if I do a field to get a crop to feed my animals, those animals are producing something else. Would I eat the sorghum? Potentially. Would I keep some back to use in other things? Potentially. Would I eat eggs? Absolutely. So, you know. Job done. Right. Next then. Do I go with the lorry and a larger trailer? I think I might actually. Right. We need to go to the store. We need to... Oh, hang on a minute. No. No. I just realised something. Ha ha ha. No. What am I doing? Where's my toolbox? Just there. So move the harvester out of the way for a minute. I'll move those bales and we'll get that sorted out later. Don't want to leave that open. I'll get in trouble. Versatility. That's why I'm going to the toolbox. Just got to fix that headlight. Is that really close enough? Maybe. Oh. So ever have one of those days when nothing quite goes right? I mean, nearly, but not enough right that you're happy with it. There we go. Customize. Oh no, does this one not have the option? Bales, nurse trailer. Oh no, I'm on the wrong one. Extensions. Oh, I thought I was on the other one. I'm not. This is an 82 Studio, isn't it? The Mac Trucker 921 has got the livestock option. This one doesn't. I thought I had that. See what I mean? I'll see you at the livestock market. I've just driven up here past where the strays used to be. I'm starting to wonder now whether or not, when this got updated, have the strays been removed? Potentially. I went for the Micheletto AM19. This is the triple deck. As you see, the money turned down a little bit more. We have got 96. The pen holds 200, so we've got plenty of room, plenty of scope. It was interesting actually. I did this. I don't know why I did it. It's that weird thing. Yeah, you have that moment. You think, I wonder, you know, if you're a sheep, what does it look like? What does it feel like? It's that thing of coming through from the pens. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? That's the view, isn't it? Or down there, probably. Don't know why. Just one of those, yeah. Put yourself in their position kind of things. Right, let's fold that up. Let's get them back. and they grass to feed them. Whoa, that's a big old bird. I've driven along here with log trailers and all sorts. I haven't noticed those bumps that pronounced before. You'll just come back and the strays are sitting there in the road. I haven't got any room for you. I did pop into the farm. I thought I'd double check because, you know, they all seem quite happy in the farmyard, so I don't know. I can't remember whether I've seen them on here since the update or not. Come to think of it, I don't know. I don't think I have. It's not far to go. Could have just herded them along the road, really. Bit of help from a few locals. A couple of quad bikes. I was going to undertake him then, I suddenly thought, oh no, that's the police car. It's the Rozzers, I'm not doing that. My dream is coming to fruition. You remember when we started? When we came in with the wheelbarrow? Why have I no... Oh, we have, okay. Let's open that up. There's no gate, actually, I just realised. This goes... This goes up or down. There we go. Perfect. Let's go with move first 36. No, that's where I went wrong last time. And then 90. Quicker going that way. Sorry, not 90, 60. Move to husbandry. 96 of 200 in. Top out. Oh, that's the point. They're going to need water, aren't they? Yeah, food and water. So, next then, I need to lease a front mower and a forage wagon. And we're going to mow and pick up as we go. Just the width of the... I know it's going to take a little bit longer than if I mowed and windrowed and then did the windrows. And I'm just going to, I'll go up and down. I know there's that, is it Ribberry that I used before on Silver Run? But I'm going to go with, I just think just a front mower and a forage wagon. We'll just keep it simple. Anything I get extra, I will go and put into our hayloft. We'll store it there. I'm just going to cut the inside. Sorry, I've got stuff I've got to do. So I'll see you, yeah, it'll just be standard. I'm not, it's nothing, I don't think I've got a... Oh, I suppose there's the TARDIS ones that might have a larger capacity, but then, you know, we could go a little bit crazy with that, couldn't we? But I could go with the standard version of that. I think that works out as a cheaper option. I'll have a look and see what's available. I will see you out. Now, like I said in the last episode, the quid pro quo, doing all the work for the authority there at the farm was to get access to the grass and stuff that I needed, and I can, if we go on to here, so the authority owns all of that across there, that we know about, that's all housing up there, so I can't do anything about that, but this strip here, that runs right the way down the side, and that strip up the side there they own. So I can cut all of that. Now that might be, it doesn't look very much, but it's very long, and I'm thinking it could be, I'm trying to think now, 1 or 2 front mower widths wide is enough to feed the sheep. I mean, to get us going. We don't own a grass field yet. That being said, that's outside the wall, but these are grass fields here, aren't they? How much are these? 37, 42, 39, 44. That one's a little bit bigger. I'm going to buy a grass field. Because I can. Right, I'll see you when I've got the forage wagon and mower. I'll bring the Deutz far over. We'll drop this off. Let's get some mowing and get the sheep fed. I have got the TARDIS M forage wagon, 50,000 litres. I've got the Corona Easy Cut Pack front mower. I've gone for this because this is a 3.6 metre. It's one of the wider front mowers there are. Switch to that, do that. I've got a silage additive tank on the forage wagon, and we've got, I bought one of the small drums. You know, I don't know if I've shown you these before, but like I say, if you're new to this, everything's in the description that I'm using. There's that 50 litres for 500, as opposed to 60 litres for 2,990. No brainer. This only takes 10 litres at a time though, but that's all good. So we'll cross over the tracks. Now the train's gone, I haven't got to worry too much there. Let's turn that on, drop that down. Let's switch to the back, turn that on, drop that down. I think because they've gone for the 3.6 metre, oh yeah, we should be alright actually. This is probably going to be spot on. If I hug the wall, I've gone for this one, the Easy Cut does have a swather option. I say swather, it just brings it a little bit, so if your pickup on whatever it is you're pulling, or it might be a baler or whatever, you might need to bring the swath in a little bit. I can't remember how we adjust that though. Is it to D-pad? Or is it... oh, there we go, look. See there? Out, in, off. So if we go in one, that just brings that swath in a little bit tighter, which makes it a little bit easier for the pickup. Not that's going to be too much of a problem. I'm pretty sure the TARDIS has a pretty good pickup anyway. And because we're going right the way down, like I say, it's not very wide strip of grass. Because it goes on for so long, it actually kind of works out, equates to a very big field, you know. And then we've just bought our own field. That's only got one fertilising state on it, so I'm not sure. And I also don't know, because that was one of the ones that did the baling contract a little while ago, so I don't know how good the grass is on it. We might be alright on this anyway, enough to feed them for the time being. And I need to get out to that field and check, because if I can get a second fertilising state on it to improve the yield for when we then come to cut it, I'll do that. But this should work out alright. Good little combo. To hit the wall, trying to avoid it. He says hitting the wall, trying to not avoid that signpost, but I'll catch the other bits coming back the other way, I think. That's alright. So, favour for a favour. It works out alright. Who was it said to me? That jumps me out that side. I'm sure someone messaged me, who was it, to say if you park right up against the wall and get out with the way you get out to the wall, it puts you out into the wall where that's beeping. It's not the other side, it's actually in the wall, I think they said, and that works if you remove the wall, which I think in the update the trigger for doing that is easier to access, isn't it? I haven't actually been to look. I didn't want to remove the wall. I know some people would do it straight away, they didn't want it there, and that's fine, but the wall's kind of part of what makes this what it is. so I never touched it. Plus we're doing it. I mean, to be fair, we're doing another job, aren't we? We're keeping the grass cut down by the railroad tracks. So whilst they are doing us a favour, giving us access to it, we're also helping them out by keeping everything cut back. All part of being a citizen. This strip this size is a lot wider. So I'll cut to there. We'll raise that up. Turn it off. Raise that up. So I want to hit it on the tracks. Oh, hang on. There we go. Cool, a bit more bumpy there. Back to the front, turn on, drop it down. Back to the rear. So, you can see what we're doing. I will see you when we've got a full load. We'll take it up, we'll feed the sheep, and that'll be our job's done. New chickens in, new sheep in. I will keep an eye out for those strays. Not that I will be able to collect them, but you know, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they've gone, or they've been returned back to the farm from whence they came. Once we've got a full load, I'll take it back and we'll feed them, and we are good to go. I'll probably carry on doing mowing, and then, like I say, anything over and above what the pen will hold, I'll put into our hayloft. We'll store it there. Has this got the oomph to get up here? The mighty Deutz, come on. Or is that a hill too far? No? Okay. Just me. Oh, we're still moving. I'll take that. Oh, no. Come on, let's get over the brow. 0. Come on, just a bit more. Too much weight. No. Come on, we can do it. There we go. All I'm going to say at this point is never assume. You know the phrase. Never assume because of what it can do. For the eagle-eyed amongst you, you may have already noticed I hadn't. So I'm off cutting my grass quite happily, brought the grass back, backed up to the trough, nothing. So, oh, I'm not on the trailer. No, I was definitely on the trailer. Definitely on my farm. This is definitely my land. I definitely placed that. I definitely put the sheep in. So I'm like, I don't understand. Why won't it take grass? The reason it won't take grass, if we go to animals, go to sheep and scroll along, when we get to the milk pastures, they take silage, hay and water. If I go into here, and down to there, to our 96, silage and hay, 50-50 mix, not grass. I assumed it was grass, I just made that assumption. So, some of the bales and baling contracts I've already done, I've bought over. I've put 2 hay bales already in. I've gone and grabbed some silage bales. So I'm going to put those in, then put the rest of the hay in. I've bought water over to put that in. What I'm also going to place now... Whoa, what I'm going to need to place... I should really cut the straps on, shouldn't I? There we go. Cut the wrapper off. Do that. And that. It's more and more. I've said this, haven't I? More and more mod makers, map makers are putting silage in for animal feed. I mean, to be fair, we were saying it. FS17, FS19, it should be part of it. And whilst it was part of Total Mix ration, you know. Anyway, that being said, let's get these in. It's nowhere near enough feed, but it's enough to get them going to start off with. There we go. There we go. How we're looking. Okay, we're a big chunk through, so I've got some more bales, but my bales won't last, and I've got more baling contracts to do, so bales that are left over will be great. So silage bales that I was keeping, thinking I'll keep them to sell, now we can use them for feed, which is great. We'll jump in here, start this up, get the water in, that's great. So what I'm going to do is put in, I need a dryer and a fermenting silo. I was going to put one of each in, but as luck would have it, we do have available. I think I used it on Edgewater Farm Supply Production Buildings, 20 grand. If I put that right back up here, like that, about there, I'll do a bit of work with it. I can put my grass in there, and what I can do, I mean, there's loads of other things I can do with it, but what we will do is I will do grass to hay, so I will dry it down, and I will also do grass silage. So the hay and silage I'll need to feed the sheep, I can do here, as well as bring bales over if I need to as well. So we'll put that in, and what I'll do to finish off, I was intending just to finish off by dropping the grass off and saying, there we go, I fed the sheep. Nope. I've got loads more to mow, loads more to collect. I haven't been over to that field yet to double check on that, but I will do. Let's get that in. Get that running and that running. There we go, brilliant stuff. I'll get those tidied up, get that taken back. I've got more mowing to do, but we are done for this episode. Everything I had intended to do, we have done. We've got some animals in, we've got some stuff being produced, apart from the assumption made. We're all good. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks. Whoa, hang on. Before we go, look. Thanks for watching. A stray. There is one. I told you. They're out there. They're among us. I'm not going mad. They are out here. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.